Welcome everybody to another episode of Our Wives Are Friends with your hosts Tyler and Eric. We hope you enjoy the show.
This episode is brought to you by nobody because we still don't have any sponsors.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Our Wives Are Friends with your hosts Tyler and Eric. What's up, Eric?
What's going on, guys? Thank you all for tuning in for another episode. Today we got a special guest with us.
A favorite. One of the favorites.
One
I think
of the fan
everybody's a favorite, but
Yeah,
one of the favorites.
I would say top three favorite.
Yeah, top three for sure.
I think that's fair. Anyways, we got Brice back on. Brice?
What's going on, man?
What's up, everybody? I'm glad to be back, man. I got to be honest with you guys. I've listened to pretty much every episode. You know, every time you come on, I'm excited. You know, I'll listen to it at home or while I'm chilling.
There's some
in the
hits
house.
or misses, but
Yeah.
you know, sometimes I don't know. Like with everything, there's gonna be hits and misses of okay, this episode isn't as good,
Yeah,
but
that's like
we still have fun doing it. Yeah. But then we come out with bangers. You know what I mean?
Who was the guy? The guy last episode, he was pretty good. What was his name? Forget his name. He was really good though. It was your very last episode.
Was it Cody?
Yeah, that's who it was.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
we've had Cody on.
the Super Zeros episode where we talk about superheroes and stuff. That one,
No,
or was it the where we played the game?
you played a game.
So it was my brother and Dickie.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
that's who. Yeah, Dickie sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. You guys like read questions or something
yeah,
like that? Or
So that was two episodes ago.
Oh, it was 2 episodes ago?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that was fun. It got a little weird at times, but
Yeah, we need honestly we need to play that again with a different group.
yeah.
Like have like Brice back and do it with I don't know, who else would be good that we've had on? Because that some of those questions get pretty risque.
Maybe Skylar. Yeah, Bryce and Skylar or something like that. I don't know.
Bryce and Taylor, maybe. I don't
Taylor,
know.
yeah.
But it gets weird because it was like a group of dudes, and then one of the questions was like, "Have you ever thought? Has any of you thought about me while masturbating?" It's like, why am I asking my buddies this?
Yeah.
It's like maybe if there's some girls here,
you guys know I did. Come on.
I'm like, I don't
We've
think
talked
this is the
about it.
right crowd. Is this the gay version? What are we doing?
Yeah. But,
No, we did get pretty good feedback on the last few episodes you were on, Bryce. So we're glad to have you back on.
Yeah,
Cool.
actually, that's a few of them that I've had people come up and be like, "Dude, I've listened to the podcast. Yeah, it's really good." The episodes you had on with that Brice guy, those
That
were actually
Brice
those were
guy,
actually
yeah.
funny.
they're like, what an idiot.
And they go. I literally had somebody say, I don't know what it is, but that dude has the worst luck I've ever heard in my life.
Been like that my whole life, dude.
Has
It's
there,
been like that my whole life.
yeah, is there any update, any improvement? Have you had any bad luck incidences lately?
Let's see. Dude, it happens all the time.
But that was like hey man, I listened to your podcast. It's really good. I came across it. I listened to the episode with that Brice guy. He's got the worst luck I've ever heard. But like,
Oh,
that was
dude.
the whole takeaway of the entire like show.
Yeah. People are like, God, I pity this guy. It was a sad episode, I think.
I think it was the car accident.
Yeah. Oh God.
When he
Yeah.
went
I
out,
told you
like-
guys about that. I forgot I told you guys
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm out there. I don't know if you heard me pulling up. So we talked about my sick Mustang that I have.
Yeah.
Absolutely sick.
That's a panty
Chicks
dropper.
love it.
It's a panty dropper.
It's definitely not extremely dirty right now and filled with trash, but definitely have not washed it in the past 2 months. But something else that's sick is I got a custom sound to it. The rotor's going out, so everywhere I drive, it literally sounds like someone's taking a file and filing like my brakes or something. I pulled up to work the other day and they're like, "Dude, is your tire falling off?" I'm like, "I'm just waiting for it to happen."
I saw a guy like in a truck, like an old, like a, I don't know, like early 2000s, late 90s Ford truck, like a F-150 single cab. And this fool's like getting ready to get on the fucking freeway. And it's like you get to the point where like you're at a light and then up ahead it merges onto like an on-ramp. And this fool's front tires were going like wobbling back and forth like at like 45-degree angles, bro. And I'm like, please don't get on the freeway, dude.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna kill somebody.
I think that's what people are thinking when they see me pull up. Like I went to the gym this morning, and I literally, as I was like stopping to like pull into my, pull around into the parking spot, it was like, and I see people go,
Why aren't you taking care of this?
I'm actually planning on buying a new car, and I'm like, dude, just last me. I don't want to pay $1,000 for a freaking rotor, all the work and stuff, and I'm like,
you're just trying to.
I'm just holding out. I'm gonna put that.
Let it be the next man's problem.
And it's the next dude's problem for sure.
It's a scrapyard's problem.
Yeah,
it's funny. One time,
like, can I trade this in? They're like, we'll see what's metal worth nowadays.
Yeah, what's scrap worth?
Yeah, I think my what's that thing called? It gets stolen all the time.
Catalytic converter.
Yeah, I think my catalytic converter is worth more than my whole car.
Hey, I got a funny thing too. When I recently bought a car, we traded in Kelsey's car, and so without anything, they just looked at it, they got the mileage, and like, yeah, we'll give you this amount for it. So me being the businessman that I am, I was like trying to haggle them, be like, oh no, like you guys give me some more money on that, we can make a deal here. And so they're like, okay, well, we'll give you this price for it, but if you want this price, we gotta go and drive it around. So they go and drive it around, and it was in such like bad shape. They're like, "Oh, actually, that original price we talked about, it's gonna be less than that." And I'm like, so I like screwed myself trying to like work a deal a little bit.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
If you go to carmax.com, you could like type in what your car is and stuff, and I think they'll give you an offer right there. Based on how many miles it has. It has an absurd amount of miles on it, but still, they'll give you an offer right there.
That's honestly the quickest, fastest way to offload a car.
Yeah,
is through CarMax.
Yeah,
I did that with old like 95 Tacoma, and I didn't have current registration on it because it wouldn't pass a smog test.
Yeah,
check engine lights were all on.
Yeah,
all this fucking shit. Where I had a cracked, the manifold was cracked. Like dude, it was fucking whack. I was just trying to offload it. So I took it down to CarMax. I got it. I reset it to where the check engine light was turned off for like where you can get it turned off for like an hour.
Yeah,
and I literally flew it straight down to CarMax. No check engine light on. They gave me like $1,000 for it or whatever, and I'm like, it's all yours, thanks. Yeah. But like I knew as soon as they like started like cracking it open, and like after I signed the paperwork, they had to have like taken it back, and the check engine light popped on. Fucking, they realized the crack, and they you know what I mean?
Son of a bitch.
Hey, could you imagine buying private party and like so someone does that? You get like 10 miles down the road, and the check engine light comes in on like your car you just.
I'm driving back to their house and fighting them. Yeah, but I'm not getting away with any of that. Because
and then the seller's like, yeah, I don't know what happened in that 10 miles you drove, but it wasn't like that when I sold it to you.
Yeah, make sure you get that CarMax offer online,
not
in person.
Yeah, I'm going to park way far away so they're going to hear it all the way coming down from freaking the freeway, dude. All the way up there. What is going on? Yeah.
Can you throw in a free bicycle with that car purchase, please?
I'll trade it for a bike at this point. Give me an e-bike, I'll trade it. Yeah, I'm looking at buying a new truck. I like your truck a lot.
Thanks.
But I was actually looking at something bigger. There was a 2500 Chevy 2500, the Duramax, and it was older. It was like 2011 or something like that, but it only had like 80,000 miles. It was pretty sweet. So
diesels will last forever.
Yeah, diesels will last forever. So I get cheap diesel at work. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you get what kind of car do you have, like a one in mind other than that truck you're talking about?
I just want something that's like fun, dude. I'm not worried about, like I said, I get cheap fuel at work, so I'm not really worried about gas mileage or whatever. It could be 12 miles to the gallon. I don't give a shit. I just want something that's fun, and then a truck provides a little bit of utility in case I wanted to like going fishing and stuff like that. So in case I wanted to do something like that,
take it off the beaten path a little bit.
Yeah.
Our last episode, actually, that we
funny you mentioned that. Yeah.
Funny you mentioned that. Like, we may have to go back into this, dude, because I'm sorry for all you listeners that just last week listened to this, but we were just talking about like we need to get a group together and do like a little camping trip or maybe a hunting trip or fishing trip, something just like, even if it's like a day trip, dude.
Absolutely.
Like, getting back in touch with nature is just so important,
dude. It makes you feel better. It clears your head a little bit.
Because I was asking Eric, I was like, hey, do you have your hunting stuff? Like all your prerequisites, like he's like, yeah. I was like,
oh, you have your license?
Yep. I was like, why have we never done that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I have a small cabin up in I don't really want to say where, but up in the mountains.
Yeah.
It's basically a glorified tent. It's just my great grandpa built it. When he got back from the war type of thing, and it's just been in my family ever since.
Yeah.
And it's not a lot, but something that
man.
we could crash there or build a fire, whatever. You got some trees around you, type of thing, and hang out.
Yeah, that's all you need, man.
I think it would be cool too, Brice, if you did get a new truck. If you got like eventually got like a little camper thing to go, you can go like anywhere.
Yeah, I
yeah.
know.
But then we say we go to stay at the cabin. We can go off road a little bit. Pack everyone in, get off road vehicle.
Yeah.
Throw people in my truck, your vehicle, and let's go hit a trail.
Yeah. I'd like to do some hunting. I haven't done that in years. I just bought a 6.5 Creedmoor too, with a brand new scope and everything. So, or if you guys ever want to go shooting or whatever.
Was that the one we shot like a few months ago?
I don't waste ammo.
Yeah.
I don't waste ammo anymore.
Really?
I save it for the animals.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's too expensive, dude.
I know this is probably boring for listeners, but I paid like for that 6.5 Creedmoor ammo, I paid like $44 a box, and it was like 20 freaking rounds.
It's fucking crazy.
It was absurd. It's fun to shoot. It's something to do with your boys. I don't mind doing it every once in a while, but
Well, let's go hunting.
I'm down.
Let's go deer hunting or
I
something.
don't even know where to go anymore.
I got spots, but I was telling Eric, I said, let's ease into it. Let's go out and go coyote hunting.
Yeah, that'd be
Because
fun.
all you need is a hunting license.
Yeah.
You don't need tags or anything. There's no limit.
Yeah.
We can just go for the day and go shoot some coyotes and then get it out of our system kind of thing.
You ever used a predator call before?
Yeah.
That's fun. That's scary though. It's a little bit nervous because you don't know they'll come from any direction. So you got to kind of put your back to a rock. Tons of fun though.
Yep. I got all the calls and everything. So
yeah,
it'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm 100%. We have to plan that out, dude. We can't just talk about it and not.
No, we need to.
Yeah.
But I mean, get a little group together, like a threesome, foursome. All of us go out and do some hunting.
Do you like deep sea fishing?
I haven't been since I was young.
So my dad found this guy. He's a former Coast Guard guy. He has a really sick boat. It's a little expensive. It's like $200 and something bucks. It's like $210 a person. So you got to pay him for fuel and stuff.
It's not even that bad.
But no, for a one day thing,
Yeah.
you spend that much money at the place we went. I won't mention the place we went.
Make sure you're talking to the mic.
Oh, my bad. But
I have to edit that out. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I know. But anyways, I'll spend that much money at like a bar, And
if you go out for a night, you're almost looking at like, especially with me, a babysitter. You don't have to pay for.
Yeah.
Your cab there, your cab back, Uber, I should say, not cab. So like 2000s. But then your drinks for the night, you're easily looking pretty close to $200.
But so you pay this guy this money. He takes you out. It's a 6-pack, they call it. So it's 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been like last time we went. We limited it out in like an hour and a half. And it's like real nice. Like you tell him, I want to go to the shallows and catch lean cod. I want to go real deep and catch the big reds. Whatever you want, and he knows where to go. Puts you on them, takes them off the hook for you, cleans them all for you.
Bro, they were my brother-in-law. He just turned 20, and him and his buddies went up to one of the lake. It's a lake that we go to. It's kind of far. It's like 4 hours away. You know what I mean? But with all the rain and everything that California got, dude, all the lakes are fucking crazy right now.
Yeah, imagine so.
They said they caught 50 fish. 50. They kept what the limit was.
Yeah.
To put them all back, but dude, they were just ripping like 50 like in
Tossing
one day.
the small ones back. Yeah.
One day, 50 fish.
Yeah, I believe it.
You know what I mean? Like, so we don't have to go deep sea fishing. We can just go freaking out somewhere and you're catching everything.
Yeah.
The way the lakes are full, like even our local lake, where there was like no water in it.
Yeah.
Nothing's freaking.
Yeah, it's like crazy full right now, huh?
Yeah.
It was on its like last leg, for a little bit there. Like
I got a little boat we could use too, like a little fishing boat.
Oh,
you know what I
really?
mean? Yeah, my father-in-law has one.
Damn, let's do it.
We can hook that up and take it out and
let's do it, man.
Rent a little paddle boat,
fucking little feet.
Yeah, little feet,
Yeah.
feet pedal out there.
I'm getting out there and getting tired and getting stuck about halfway.
Yeah, the cabin that I have is a little closer to our local lake. You know what I mean? So that would be more feasible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we should definitely plan.
Yeah, let's line it up, dude. You tell me when, I'll take off work.
We were waiting for you to come. We were going through I was showing Eric a bunch of hunting stuff and all my gear and everything,
Cool.
because we were talking about it, so it got in the mind.
I'll just say Tyler's prepared for shit to go down.
I'm always prepared, man. You never know. I don't know. We were looking at all my knives. Here's one of them. That's one of my fishing ones, but I was messing with it the other night. Out, but I have like all kinds of hunting knives and all kinds of stuff and all the gear to go with it.
Cool,
It's a lot of fun. But anyway, I don't know. We kind of went on talking about this stuff last episode. And I don't want to kill everybody with the same stuff over and over again, I guess.
So last week we all got together. It was my birthday a couple weeks back. We all got together and went out for a couple drinks. Were you hungover the next day, Brice?
A little bit.
Tyler?
I had like a moment. Yeah. I mean, I didn't drink a ton, but I felt it that night. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like we'd even drink a lot.
Yeah, that was my conclusion. Is like I felt like I only had a couple beers and like a couple other drinks.
But dude, by the time I got home, like, cause you guys, I didn't go with you guys afterwards. I came home. By the time I like lay down in bed, like it was like room was spinning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even think I drink that much.
I just felt like crap for like a day or two.
I think those craft beers we started with were hella strong.
We did take a shot too.
We did. And like Tyler was saying, like, usually when you're like, oh, I only had 3 beers, but then you're like, oh, it's that craft beer that was
also like 10%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pretty much drinking wine at that point. A whole glass of it. And Eric's special drink. I don't know if you guys brought that up. His special.
Oh, we haven't even talked about it yet. This is what we're talking about it now.
Yeah. So this is a special drink when you're out and about and you're wanting to try something new.
So this is okay. So if you're out with all your friends, all your buddies, and you're all sitting around a table, and you want every single one of them to go quiet and go, what the fuck did you just order? This is what you order.
Yeah, it was like you hear in the movies, like a record scratch, like.
It was one of those moments. For
Dude,
sure.
I swear, like people stopped playing pool. Like everyone stopped in the entire place and was like listening to your order.
The waitress was so nice too, and she's like, okay.
Yeah, I think we could do that.
And it wasn't even like really girly drink or anything. It was just like the combination kind of threw everyone off.
Yeah. So it's called a candy Corona. And it's a Corona, then you put a shot of vodka inside the Corona, and then you just top it off with some grenadine to turn it all red.
Okay, where did you learn about this?
Dreamt about it.
I think it came to me in a vision, like in a delusional drunken vision one night, and I was like, "Yeah,
did it
that
really?
Sounds pretty good."
Really?
I don't know. I don't recall.
This isn't like a TikTok thing, is it?
No, this isn't recent. I've had these before.
TikTok, you put Tide Pods and freaking NyQuil.
Yeah.
Irish Spring and I get you.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't know if it was like something that like, your old lady was like, here, watch this video, and I feel like that's something that would happen to me.
I could have seen it online like some time ago, but this was a drink of choice for a little bit for a couple of years for me.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you lived with him. Did you remember him ever ordering?
I was gonna say I lived with you for like a long time, and I've literally never seen you drink that ever. That was the first time.
But did you guys try it when I was there? I think a couple people.
No, we tried it. Yeah, we sipped it.
It didn't taste bad.
It was all right.
It wasn't like the best thing. It's not the best thing ever, but it's like a cool drink,
That's okay. So that's why I like Jaeger, right? It's because it has an actual flavor. It tastes like something. It tastes like black licorice.
Yeah.
I don't like black licorice, but I like the Jaeger because it's
not just alcohol.
It doesn't have an alcohol flavoring.
Yeah.
It's like it has an actual flavor of something.
So wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. You don't like black licorice, but Jaeger tastes like black licorice.
I know, it's fucking.
Well, when
you like Jaeger,
when you consider what the opposite is just vodka taste.
Yeah.
Or even whiskey taste is tolerable, but there's still like a freaking bite to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas like Jaeger, it has a flavor.
Yeah.
Like I know that this is gonna taste like this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No.
Like an actual food flavor.
I do like me some nice whiskey with like, some ice in it, maybe a little like splash of water or something like that. I do like that. But other than that,
that's why it's not why, but as I've gotten older, beer's been harder to drink. I don't know if it's something in it that my body just stopped agreeing with.
We're getting old, dude. Like gets you all bloated and stuff.
Yeah, dude. I just can't do it. Like I think that's why those beers that we had jacked me up so fast was because I don't really drink beer anymore.
And 2, we were drinking like the IPA
high alcohol content craft beer, and then I don't know, it just hit me weird and makes me feel all bloated and gross. And that's why I drink seltzers more. Like make fun of me all you want, but I don't feel bloated and gross after I drink seltzers.
You guys, I can't really drink like Fireball anymore just because I've gotten sick off of it or whatever. But maybe get a couple more beers in me. I'll tell you this story about last time I drank literally the very last time I drank Fireball.
Here you go.
Here you go. Yeah, let's hear it.
Take a shot.
All right, we'll do.
You go take a shot of
For the
Crown.
listeners, Brice is about to indulge in a little shot of Crown before he starts the
Just
story.
so
You might hear me puking.
well, don't
We
take
can-
all of it.
We can just edit that out.
Yeah, no. Bryce, don't drink from the bottle, do we? No. Yeah. So yeah, we definitely need to play Truth or Drink at least with a different group.
Yeah,
We do have Truth or Dab, the hot sauce one,
that one's
Hot
coming up
Ones.
soon. Yeah.
and Hot Ones isn't a sponsor, but I
Hopefully soon.
I don't know if I'd want them as a sponsor. I mean, I'll promote their stuff, but I don't know if I could have hot sauce just all the time.
No,
Like
Yeah,
not their
it's
level.
In moderation.
I feel like that would be like
I would hate myself.
I'll take them as a sponsor if I could promote it, but I don't know if I could have hot sauce all the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, tell us your story.
All
Let's hear
right.
it.
So talking about, and I'll make it quick. We're talking about being unlucky.
Yeah.
So this is the very last time I had, and it wasn't even fire. Well, I'll get into it. So I was home on leave, and I had like a few days or whatever, and at this time I wasn't making any money at all. I made like $900 every 2 weeks, and so my phone, obviously I didn't pay my phone bill, so obviously it was dead. Great, but I still had my phone, and so I hit this girl. This was when Facebook was real big. I was probably like 26 years old. I'm 34 now. And so I hit this girl up, and I was like, hey, I wanted to hang out with her. I kind of liked her. I'd hung out with her before. And I was like, hey, meet me at such and such bar or whatever. And she says, I might be there. So I get off at 9:30. I might be there.
Might.
Yeah. And I'm like, don't you have I didn't want to tell her I don't have a phone. So I'm like, all right, great. Sure. And so I show up. It's like, we might have to edit this out. Oh God.
I'll mark it here,
So I show up and I sit down. It's a small bar. It's over by well, I won't even say it's a very small bar though.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
And like a little hole.
like
in
a
the wall.
dive bar.
Yeah,
dive bar.
A little dive
Yeah,
bar.
yeah.
Okay.
And so the bar's about as big as this freaking table,
Okay.
And so I go up there, I'm drinking, it's like 10 o'clock. She's not there yet. And I'm like, well, maybe she's putting on some like makeup, she had work, she was a waitress. And if you're listening, I know you're listening to this, girl.
Yeah, we have a lot
I
of
won't
people.
mention your name.
We have a lot of people here in town that listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of our listeners come from here.
She's probably listening. She's like, the one that got away. But, so, 10:30 rolls around. She's not there. I'm like, dude, what is going on? And 11 o'clock rolls around. Still not there. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to start getting, I've already drank a little bit at this point. I'm like, I'm just going to start getting drunk, whatever. Like, I'm not that heartbroken, but I'm like, this sucks. She didn't show up. So this dude next to me finds out that I was home on leave, and he's like, let me buy you a shot. And I'm like, all right, dude, you got it. And so he buys me a shot. It's not Fireball, but it's like, what's like the knockoff fake Fireball? It's essentially like worse, like
the 99-cent.
Like
Like,
99
like Aftershock or something.
something like that. Yeah, but it wasn't
Yeah.
called that. It was called something else, but it was like knockoff fake Fire.
Right,
You wouldn't even
yeah.
spring for the real Fireball.
Yeah, it was if the 99-cent store made an orange wine Fireball flavor.
Yeah. I think it was called Chow something.
Chow Liquor Chow.
Yeah.
That tastes like butter.
But anyways, so that would have been way better. So he hands me the shot. I shoot it down with the guy. He didn't even take one. That's how gross it was. He didn't take one. I shoot it down, and I'm like, hits my belly. And I'm like, oh no.
So that level of quality. You guys remember back in the day? I'm gonna say it because it's not even a thing anymore. You remember back in the day at Rockstars when they would do the shots?
I remember that.
Yeah,
When they would
place.
play the shots song,
Yeah.
and they would come around with
Oh,
that
yeah.
nastiest fucking liquor or vodka or something.
Yeah.
They go around
Yeah.
to everybody and do a shot in everybody's mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's like
yeah.
the quality where it's like bottom of the barrel, cheapest shit they can get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's always a red flag too. If someone buys you a drink and doesn't take one with you, they're like, "Oh man, that shit's gross."
Yeah, and here, let me buy this for you.
I heard-
This
after
one's
I-
for you. Wink, wink.
After I took it, I heard him turn around and say, I hate the military. That's what he said.
No, he was getting his fucking condom on.
Yeah. He put this really weird pill in there. It dissolved. I don't know. No. But anyways, so I take it, hits my belly. I go, oh, dude, something's up. Who walks in? Literally right at that time, who walks in? This girl. I'm like, great. I was like, pull yourself together. So I walk up and take her, sit her down at the bar, and I order her a drink. And I'm starting to get like, the cold sweats when you don't know if you're gonna like shit your pants or puke or whatever. I start getting that.
Yeah, you get the goosebumps at first, and you're like, you start to go like,
I'm like, oh, I feel all weak. I'm like, oh no. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'm like, I'm either gonna shit my pants or puke. And so I go to the restroom. It's the restroom from her is like literally where you're sitting. This is how small the bar is. Literally where you're sitting to the door right there.
Yeah,
so like she could hear everything.
Yeah, she's gonna hear the bubble squirts every time.
Oh yeah, I'm like, oh god. And so I go in there. It's a single person bathroom, right? It's not. It's just one person.
Yeah.
One stall or whatever. So I go in there. And I was like, dude, I'm not gonna shit my pants. So I sit down. And
I don't think a dive bar either is like the place to shit. You know
absolutely
what I mean? Like,
not, especially over where this place is.
Like everyone just pisses all over everything.
Yeah, like there's in a bar. Most bars you shouldn't take a shit in, but like definitely some nasty dive bar.
Yeah.
Like,
so I wipe all the puke and shit off the top of this toilet. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
so blood. Dude. But anyways,
move the syringes.
So I stab myself with one. But so I sit down. I pull my pants down, sit down. My pants are around my ankles, and I'm like, what's gonna happen? So I realize, oh no, I chose the wrong end. And so I go to puke. And I was like, well, I'll just do it. I was like, oh, I'll just do it. I'll just do it between my legs.
Luck, dude, if I would have been like, oh, I chose the wrong end, I go to throw up and I'd still shit my pants.
Yeah. Well, that's what's the lesser of two evils? I'd rather puke on myself than poop or on the floor, I should say. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to do it between my legs. I've done that before. I've been hungover and puke between my legs. I go to puke between my legs. Oh, little do you know, before I freaking came, I had a absolute shit ton of chicken curry. Homemade chicken curry.
Oh,
so
God.
I'm filled to the brim with chicken curry. Love the stuff, but God. And so we might have to edit this out. So I go to freaking puke. And instead of just simply between my legs, it's all over me, dude. It's on my nuts. It's like I filled my pants with a bucket of puke, dude. I had so much. I probably ate 3 pounds of chicken curry. And so it's all over me. Well, as soon as I get done puking, I'm like, dude, I feel great now. I feel wonderful. I can go run a marathon right now. I feel awesome.
Except your balls are covered.
I got that disgusting fake fireball out of me. So now I have. I'm sorry if I'm taking too much time.
Oh, you're good.
No, this is great.
But
I'm enjoying every second. Of
yeah,
this.
no, it's content. It's
so
good.
all right. So now, and by the way, ladies, I'm still single too. So
yeah, and his balls do not have throw up on him.
I cleaned them real good.
He's washed them since. Yeah.
So it's all. I'm saturated in puke. My legs, my shoes. I mean, it's all over me. So I'm like, well, now I have to deal with this fucking mess, right? And so I start getting up. I'm hobbling around with my pants around my ankles, grabbing paper towels and like scooping puke off myself, right? Absolutely trying to clean everything up. So by this time, people are banging on the door like, yo, what the fuck's going on with this guy? I'm like, I'm fine, I promise. My tummy hurts. And so I get all the chunks cleaned up. And so I pull my pants up and I'm saturated with puke, dude. I mean, it is in my clothes. I reek. Obviously, it's puke, chicken curry puke of all things. And so I'm like, well, I have 2 options. I was like, I could walk out. I could.
I would sprint full speed out of that place, dude.
So well, but I kind of like this girl was
probably
very attractive too, and so I'm like, I could act like I have.
I'd be like, I'll call you later.
Yeah. I was like,
family emergency, I gotta go.
So I could walk out. I almost was like that. I walk out and I'm like, all right, so I could either act like I have no idea what that disgusting puke smell is. I'll be like, man, who smells like puke around here? Or I could just run out. What do I choose? Immediately run out as fast as I can. And she's like, what is going on? Like chases me out. And I'm like, the toilet overflowed on my clothes. I'm wet. I gotta go. And I end up walking to one of our friends' house that lives like right around the corner from there. And as soon as I knocked on the door, as soon as he opens up the door, he goes, yo, what is that fucking smell? I'm like, I got a story for you. That's one of the last times. I think that might be the last.
How many years ago was this?
I was like 26.
So 26. So
I'm 34. So like 8 years
ago.
Yeah.
So what's funny is you go 8 years ago, and you're like, "Hey man, you want to hear the story? Wait 8 years. Listen to this podcast."
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Dude, that's wild.
And what happened with her? Did you ever talk to her after that, or is that just the?
Yeah, I did it.
Well, you guys want to hear what happened after?
It fizzled. She sucked his his throw up covered balls.
She's like, "Let me clean that for you."
Yeah.
No. So I go over to right around the corner from me. Who's another dude? You know the dude lives right around the corner from where we used to live.
Yeah.
And so like I ended up like washing my clothes or borrowing some clothes from him, taking a shower, blah blah whatever. They're making fun of me, and I'm like, what do I got to lose? I'm gonna hit her up. What have I got to lose? So I end up hitting her up on like Facebook Messenger again, using his Wi-Fi, whatever. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm still at the bar. Come hang out." And I'm like, "All right." Like show up in like different clothes. She's like, "All right, weirdo." And
girl, then I shit myself this time.
yeah.
Same story, but shit.
I thought I had to fart. We were playing pool, but that's about where. So I hung out with her, and then it went from there. But that's
she wasn't suspicious at all about the
I think so.
Change,
well, there is some. There is something that happened after that, but I don't want to get into that.
Tell us off air.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys off air.
So I have a story that it's not. I can embarrass myself just as much to make you feel better. Okay,
Thank you.
But so it doesn't involve drinking or anything. But I was at work and I was working like an hour away, and like I was in the middle of nowhere, right? And so I had a meal replacement shake, and this company I had ordered it and stuff, and got it, and I'm like, sometimes I don't have time to eat lunch or whatever, so I'll drink a meal replacement shake. And so I start driving, heading back, and I don't even get like 5 minutes from my job site, dude, and the bubble guts start, dude, and I'm like, son of a bitch. Like I start to get the goosebumps and the sweats. Well, I got fucking food poisoning from this meal replacement shake.
Oh no.
So I didn't even make it, dude. Like I pulled over side of the road, ripped my pants down, just started shitting diarrhea, dude, everywhere. And throwing up at the same time. So it was like, and like, dude, I wrote them the worst fucking review of my life, dude. And I like called their customer service. And I was like, they didn't give me like a refund and stuff. And I'm like, hey, this is out of a courtesy. Like, you might want to check this batch number, dude, because I just got food poisoning off this shit. And
they're like, it helped you lose weight. You probably lost 7
so I got
pounds
like cleaned up, and I was like, dude, I can make it home. I gotta make it home. I didn't make it like more than 10 miles down the road. There was a grape orchard, like vineyard, dude. I pulled over, blasted the grapes, man. Like,
fertilized them.
They're fertilized. So if you're ever drinking a red wine and it,
just think about that next time.
But no, it was bad, dude. Like, it was bad enough to where I had to like call Danielle. She brought me a change of clothes. Like, had to drive all the way out to where I was because I couldn't, dude. I was
that's a good woman right there.
Yeah.
I was covered. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, listen, I'm having an emergency.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she wasn't like, we're done.
So she was actually pregnant at the time.
Oh, dude.
And so she was flying. She got pulled over on her way to me. She was crying, pregnant, and all this. And the cop ended up letting her off because she was like, my fiance shit his pants on the side of the road, and like, I'm pregnant and all this stuff. And the cop was like, yeah, no, you got problems. Go. Yeah, you know? So yeah, dude, it was bad, dude. She brought me like towels. I had to like drive because I was in like my work truck, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I'd sit on towels and I'm like driving home, like clenching my ass cheeks as tight as they'll go, trying to make it home, So just be careful with that stuff, man, because I kind of learned my lesson with that, especially, I don't know. I had a shirt. When I ordered all their stuff, they sent me a shirt too. I just took it and was like, yeah, I'm not fuck this shirt, dude. I threw it away. Maybe sold it at a yard sale.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought you were gonna say that you wiped your ass with it.
I recently saw an advertisement for them, for that company. I was like, nope, fuck that.
Blast them out, dude. What was the company?
Fuck that. Huel. I'll say straight up.
I've seen this.
Huel.
Huel. We don't even want your sponsor.
No, dude. You gave me food poisoning. Fuck that. No.
Hey,
Depends on how much money it is, though.
you guys have told some pretty good ones too. I'll throw a little story in there as well.
Yeah.
I think it's only fair.
Just embarrass yourself, dude. Like at this point we've had what 40 something episodes.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure we fucking embarrassed it. Like
Yeah.
people know shit about us.
Yeah.
I think
Fuck
we
it.
weeded out the weak stomachs of our podcast.
Yeah.
So my mom used to coach my sister's basketball team. This is like 6th grade. And we did like a little end of the year party at a pizza place. And so obviously me and my stepsister were in the same grade, so I was in 6th grade then too. So we have this end of the year pizza party and we all eat pizza, and like halfway through this thing, I'm like feeling really fucking sick. Like almost immobilized to where I'm like, dude, I'm like laying in the middle of this pizza place, like, what the fuck, man? So I walk over to the bathroom. I just think, I don't know. I walk over to the bathroom and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna puke. I didn't know I had to shit at the same time. So I was puking and shitting everywhere. And I go to like at least get some paper, toilet paper to clean myself up. There's fucking nothing. There's nothing in there. So I'm like, oh my God,
That's
like,
the worst, dude. When you go,
Your heart
running
sinks.
into a place, you kick the fucking door down. Like this is an emergency shit. And I mean, it's like the Dumb and Dumber shit.
Yeah.
Where your feet are off the ground and you're fucking shaking
It's coming out
it
before your butt hits the toilet. That
and
kind
you
of
go to
thing.
grab it and there's no fucking toilet paper. Dude.
oh, dude, I was so
Every
fucking
single
What a
pissed.
nightmare.
I was so pissed. So now I'm sitting here. I'm like, great. I fucking puke and shit all over me. And I'm like, all the girls, like almost every girl that is in our 6th grade class is in that other room here. I'm going to have to go face the music,
You gotta walk out. You gotta walk out confident. I don't know what that shit smell is.
So
You guys smell like shit.
dude, I took like a little hobo bath and I don't know. I tried to take a hobo bath real quick in the bathroom there, but I'm still feeling really sick. So I'm walking up to my mom. I'm like, fuck. So I try to sneak in there and I'm like, Mom, we gotta get the fuck out of here. She's like, no, the party's still, we still got 30 minutes. I'm like, no, we need to leave. And then so other parents start hearing me tell this to my mom, like, Mom, I need to go home like now.
And then
Like,
they go. Then
let's
they go.
leave now. I'm like,
What is that?
oh, Eric, are you okay? What's the matter? And I'm like, fucking don't ask questions.
Okay,
Grab your shit and let's get the fuck out of here.
I think everybody's had a moment like that where you've literally like been at a store, had an emergency, whatever, in the bathroom, and you're like, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Let's leave immediately
go time.
before anybody
Yeah.
gets suspicious.
T-minus 8 minutes.
It was just
before
funny
it's
though
about to
because
explode.
I'm trying to be super discreet about it and like, dude, I smell so fucking bad. I'm like, anyone that walks up to me didn't know I just shit my fucking pants. I was
Dude.
like being discreet, like, Mom, let's get out of here. And everyone's like, oh, Eric, are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, everyone's waiting on an answer. I'm like, we just need to go. We need to go now.
Give me a break,
So
dude.
to this day, I don't even know if anyone realized I fucking shit and puked myself, but
Oh,
They knew.
yeah, they definitely knew. At least the workers there knew.
They all have noses.
oh, dude, I feel bad for whoever walked in on that scene. The funny part is, when I grew up, I ended up working at that place.
I know exactly where
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, my family's own that.
Yeah.
So anyway, distant relatives, I guess, but
So that's all the times that we shit and puked ourselves.
yeah.
Puked our pants.
I
And
think
if
it's
you're, still,
happened
if you're still listening,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's happened to everybody at some point.
They're like eating ramen right now. Mmm.
yeah, and if you say you're like that's never happened to me, then you're a fucking liar. Like everybody's had an emergency shit,
Yeah.
or a situation where
Part of being a human.
they crap in a bathroom and they're like, I didn't quite make it, or something like. There's somebody has every single person has a story,
You
now,
know,
now it may not have been in public, but at least in the comfort of their own home.
dude. Everybody's had
Yeah.
to throw away a pair of underwear. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
Or sell it in a yard sale, like after.
for sure.
Like you throw it through the wash and then sell it in the yard sale.
Yeah, just put an extra scoop of Downy in there.
Downy? Who's scooping Downy?
I don't,
Hey, this should do the
I don't
trick.
think that gets rid of doo-doo stains, buddy.
Fabric softener doesn't get rid of dookie,
Yep.
dude.
Eric's like, look at all this shit on here.
Maybe an extra,
one more scoop will
Make
do
sure
it.
an extra scoop of Tide or something.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in
Bleach that
Downy.
thing, dude.
Hey, this underwear smells and looks like shit.
You
but
know
they're
what gets-
soft as fuck.
You know what gets rid of it? Throw it in the fire is what I would do.
Yeah.
Hey, just
Barbecue it.
triple up the Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Oh, take a bite, then throw it in. Like a
Kids,
grenade.
if you're listening, those are delicious. Oh, dude! Thank God I remembered. We're talking about doo-doo in our pants.
You need a bathroom break right now? Or?
This might make you have to have a bathroom break. I brought the world's strongest smelling salts. I saw it on freaking Joe Rogan.
Oh, so they're starting to do it like as a pre-workout. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll wake you up. Sometimes whenever I'm like real tired for work, when I wake up in the morning, I gotta wake up at like 3:50 in the morning. I'll hit this.
I've been tempted to buy some smelling salts, dude.
So these are Atomic. It says, I'll shout them out in case they want to sponsor you. Atomic Redline Rhino smelling salts, and it's an atomic level, which is the highest level. So you gotta shake it up a little bit. I'm gonna let you guys try it.
I want to see, can you do it first?
Yeah.
I want to see the reaction.
Is it that strong?
It's very strong. So just get down to it.
How does it? What kind of hit? Like, I don't understand.
It opens up your lung. It's like, okay, you know those. I wasn't speaking to the mic. You know those freaking those things that you could like sniff in your nose, and it's kind of like cold, like mentholy feeling. Yeah. It's like that times 47,000.
All right. You did it.
And just pass it around. It literally like my adrenaline.
Dude, I can smell it from here.
So just put it right.
I'm smelling it right now.
Not all the way in, but like as close as I did, and just go, just like that.
Dude, I'm breathing it in. It smells like I'm breathing in bleach right now.
All right, hit it.
Oh no, dude. I don't do.
No, you got to do it.
I don't do those kind of things.
It's for content.
Come on, man.
Tyler, you go for it then.
Here, he'll do it first.
Yeah, I can smell it right now. Like I can feel.
But you got to do it. Like we all got to do it.
But make sure.
Dude, I can barely breathe over here. I can smell it already.
All right, just wait then.
Make sure you get like don't go, but just give it a little like.
No, okay.
Dude, I can
like breathe it in good
on this side of the room.
Gotta get a little closer than that, and then give it a
stick it right up to your nose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. It'll get you. Wakes you up though, huh?
Oh God, yeah.
Dude, I can barely breathe right now.
Oh, and it just hit one nostril.
Oh, it just hit one nostril?
Yeah.
But it lets you kind of your lungs. You get a little adrenaline going.
Oh, man, my eyes water.
A lot of like big old bodybuilders will do that.
So, for context, this reminds me of just inhaling Clorox bleach. So, if anyone's cleaning and just wants to take a big whiff, that's probably the same feeling they're getting.
It's different. It's almost like mentholy.
Dude, I can't.
It's just menthol.
That's too much for me.
It's
I can
good for
already
you.
Smell it from here.
Dude, it just made my eyes water, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though, huh?
Oh, dude.
I don't know. It doesn't look cool. Tyler doesn't look so good over there.
I also like took a big old fucking hunkin' whiff.
Yeah.
Brice is like, yeah, just put it closer to your nose.
It's the shit out of my nose.
It's made from like, what is it? It's like ammonia crystals or something like that.
Yeah, huffing ammonia. That's what we need to do.
That's what it smells like, dude. I've used ammonia cleaning a lot of shit, like ovens and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, sodium carbonate.
So you're not gonna take a whiff?
Ammonium chloride.
Like an actual like.
Just give it. This,
I'm looking at Tyler right now, and his eyes are watering, and he's like,
"Just give it like me. Look at me now. I'm fine. I feel great."
Okay, Brice is saying,
it's good now. I'm good now. But that initial because I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, you didn't know what was gonna happen.
Brice is sitting right next to me.
Like if I did it tomorrow,
and I can inhale this. I can breathe it right now.
If I did it like tomorrow, I would be able to anticipate it and know that it's gonna rock me.
Yeah, but you feel like your adrenaline going a little bit. You feel a little more woke up.
Okay, let's go play some football, dude.
Yeah,
let's go hit the gym.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Last chance.
Yeah. I'm good.
All right, then, since you're not going to do that, you have to eat a few of these instead.
Yep. Yeah, I can do that.
A handful of these. They're not that bad. But I got hot gummy bears. So normally it's like a challenge. You have like all these red ones and blue ones, and who can ever eat all of them first type of thing.
Okay.
But,
dude, your eyes are still watering over there.
Because I
want to see Eric do it. Eric has to do it first.
All right, I'll do the hot gummy bears. I don't mind doing this.
You got to do a handful.
Handful?
Yeah, you didn't do the smelling salts, so you got to make up for it.
This is like 4 or 5 hot gummy bears in your nose.
They're not that bad. That hot.
Are they all supposed to be hot?
They're all the same. Just wait. It'll get you. It's got like some capsaicin at the end that like all of a sudden will hit you.
I'm waiting for you.
Come on. Is it just sweet for you?
I think
I get the spiciness, yeah.
A little bit. It's not bad. You know what I mean?
It's like progressively getting hotter.
Yeah. Try one. Just try one. Yeah, my mom thought she was being funny and was like, "Oh, I got you guys these, and I want you to try them." I'm like, "No, I mean they're not bad. I don't know if I'm like going to the store and craving these and picking them up all the time to like have sweets or anything, but
actually kind of good.
They're pretty good. They get really spicy though. If you like it spicy,
yeah, like at the end, and it's like not really like a chili spice or anything. It's like just like straight capsaicin.
Yeah. It goes like, you just feel like this gradual warming in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I feel it in my throat more than anything. Like,
what are those
burning
things
my throat.
called? That hot.
Those are actually pretty good. Those are actually pretty tasty.
Yeah, I like the flavor on them. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Have you guys tried that one chip thing?
The one chip challenge.
Yeah.
Packy chip or whatever.
Yeah, and it comes in like it's literally one chip in
like
like
a coffin?
in a coffin. Yeah.
I've been too scared to try it.
Yeah,
I tried a piece of it, and it is, dude, it's crazy.
I don't
hot.
handle like heat the best, like spicy stuff. I'm just not a big fan of crazy, like of mild. Like some things that are like spicy, I can do.
Yeah,
and they like but I'm not going out of my way and like eating a ghost pepper.
Yeah,
no,
I like spicy
You're just
foods,
torturing
but
yourself
I'm
with that
also
one.
like, I know certain things will make me miserable. So I'm at a point where I'm like, dude, why would I eat this if I'm going to be miserable?
100%.
Yeah, if I didn't know, like if you were just like, hey, you want some gummy bears? I'm like, cool, and I just started munching them, then it would catch me off guard. But I knew it was going to be hot, so I was prepared for it.
When those gummy bears started kind of kicking in a little bit, I was like, man, is Tyler like fucking with me? Like he told me they're not that bad, and they like turn like to this ghost pepper thing. Because I started getting into like more intense,
Yeah.
kind of like
It's like phased
it went
out,
off
yeah.
after
like
that.
leveled out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
But
I did like a handful of them when I tried it.
or if like a kid got into those, they were like they didn't know gummy bears.
Yeah. I just take these to like birthday parties and pass them out to all the kids that aren't my own kids.
Yeah.
Here's your.
You see one of them knock your kid down, you're like, hey, bud, want some gummy bears?
Want a gummy bear? Yeah.
It's a party favor.
Oh man.
Hmm.
I don't know.
But that was my fun thing
That
that I
smell.
brought was some smelling salts. I do this. I literally do it all the time now.
Now you like it?
Yeah, I like it now.
You put your dick in it?
I've thought about it. Yeah, when it's not working, wake up.
So does the small? I mean, how long will that last you?
I've had this for like.
Because you don't take it out and use it, right? You just stick your face up to
You're
it.
smelling it.
I've probably had this for like maybe 2 weeks, week and a half, and it's actually a little bit weaker now than it was whenever I first got it. If I'm being honest.
When you pull that open, I could smell the ammonia flavor over here. Like that's how strong it was.
I don't know about ammonia flavor.
Yeah.
But
Well, whatever the hell it was, yeah.
the smell, the ammonia scent. Could you imagine like the factory this is made where everyone's just fucking hopped up, dude? Because smelling
dude.
it all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure it's made in like some place where they don't have very many regulations. It has to be. Oh no, New York. Okay.
Yeah,
Made in New York.
it's a legit thing. Smelling salts, But
Yeah, but usually you get the ones like you see hockey players doing it where they like crack the.
yeah, they crack the stick.
Yeah, but this is like straight up like actual like the crystals from it, so it's a little stronger.
I don't know. In
It's
my
fun,
mind, you got these smelling salts and you got bath salts over here. I don't know.
They're similar. I'm gonna do bath salt next for sure.
You gonna eat someone's face off? Or
Yep.
You remember
guys,
that? When
guys
that was
better
a
watch
craze?
out.
Remember when that was a craze?
Dude, it was like a small craze for a little bit where people were like turning into zombies.
Have you seen the new one? Like the new drug that they're doing, where it's like literally turning people into like motionless zombies.
What?
Yeah, look that shit up.
How do I
Well,
get some?
what is it? Or what is it?
I don't even know what it is, but it's like some whatever. And there's like videos of like people like in like San Francisco and Philadelphia and shit that are like big cities. They're just like
Is it like a thing? Because bath salts you used to be able to get it like
Bed
like-
Bath and Beyond. Yeah.
no, yeah, at your grandma's house. No,
Yeah.
at like smoke shops, right?
Mm.
It used to be like how like Spice was or whatever.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Right in
Yeah,
the comments.
I don't really know. Like I don't really know what bath salts
Spice and
is.
salvia stuff too, right? Is that all kind of disappeared?
I think salvia is still around because
I
ain't
remember,
nobody wants to do
the
salvia more than
craze
once.
of it, when like it was first popping, but
yeah.
I never really like. I dabbled in it one time, and I was like, whatever.
I did
Like
the,
salvia, I did salvia.
I did the spice thing a couple times, and it's not.
No, I didn't even do anything.
For
Nothing
me.
even happened.
Yeah,
I didn't even have anything happen.
I felt
did
just
salvia.
weird and like kind of sick.
Because it's synthetic.
Yeah,
Like in the salvia thing, was like, oh, you put it in whatever, and then you're supposed to have like a trip for like 5 minutes.
yeah. You're supposed to like
Whatever.
freak out.
And I'm like, I did, and I'm like, nothing happened. Like this is fucking bullshit. Like I spent money on nothing.
I've read stories of dudes like doing a salvia trip, or what's the one that like DMT and stuff like that.
I think it's like one of those things where like hypnotism. Like you have to be susceptible to
Open
like,
to it.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like,
Ready, like take me on this trip.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
if you're not receptive,
Give into
then
it.
it's not going to work.
Yeah, I've read or read stories or seen stories of dudes like literally getting on this trip. It's a 5-minute trip or whatever, but they live like a whole life until they're like 30 years old, get married, have kids or whatever, and then all of a sudden they snap back and they're like, "Yo, that was just a 5-minute trip." I mean, who knows if it's true, but I've read stories about that before.
I think everyone's body just react differently to certain things too. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's
same
all
thing with like alcohol or anything.
It's all a chemical reaction. You know what I mean? So
yes. If you have more of those receptors or whatever.
So I like how we've almost talked an hour and we have yet to even talk about any of the original stuff that we had on the docket.
I know that was my fault. I got you guys off.
No,
off track,
it's cool.
dude.
We
Like
might
this-
have to save that original topic for the next
like
episode.
we'll just make another episode later on with all that. But yeah, no, it was cool. I just
Yeah.
think it's funny how sometimes we'll just go off on a tangent. We're like, okay, here's the episode breakdown. We'll do like a little thing, and we didn't touch on any of it.
And we don't try to script things out super much. We
No,
just
just
have
like
like
talking
some broad
points
kind of
and-
talking
You have like
points.
framework.
Yeah, that's all.
Also, Brice, our last episode or a couple episodes ago, we kind of touched on Vegas a little bit, but I told part of your story, on the one-armed bandit.
Yeah, you were supposed to.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
He said next time you came on, you were gonna talk on that.
Yeah, Brice
little
almost
bit.
got us all whacked in Vegas.
Your perspective.
by some former mobster.
You want me to tell it right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
retell the
yeah,
story
just
from
retell-
your perspective.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Eric told it from his.
this is like the maybe second day that we're there or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's during the daytime, so
Uh-huh.
we were like, hey, let's go gamble a little bit. So the night before, I had one.
And this is the bachelor party, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to go and I couldn't go. So
you would have had a good time, dude. You should have went.
there was a lot factored in.
But so I end up there was a like a video roulette type machine,
Mhm.
right? So all your chips and stuff are digital, but the actual ball is a real ball that spins, so it's not like you don't think it's that rigged really, which it kind of still is. But so I'm sitting there, I'm playing, and I put $100 in. I got up to $200, so I double my money. I'm like, sweet. And this dude comes up next to me. He's this probably 5'5" Vietnamese fellow with one arm. And he's like, you're playing that wrong. You got to start doing this, this, and this. You got to start playing like the fire and ice bets, whatever. Starts telling me all this crazy stuff. I'm like, okay. So he's like, all right, double your bet, and I'll do this, this, and this. So I was betting pretty much all my money every time, but I was winning, kept winning. He kept saying, all right, now, pick exactly 7 red numbers, and then now pick exactly 2 black numbers. Like, okay, boom, boom, picked it, would win. I got up to like $900, and like $800 profit. And I'm like, dude, I'm out of here. About that time, the pit boss starts walking over, and this dude's getting all weirded out, and like, he starts like, he looks real like antsy. So he starts like,
Yeah.
and he's like, I made you that money. You have to pay tax on that. And I had already planned, because he helped me out. He sat there for a while. I had already planned on giving him like $100. Like, yo, thanks for helping me out. $100, that's pretty good just for using my money to gamble.
Right.
He has no risk in all.
No risk. And so he goes, that's not enough. And so I happen to have like 60 more bucks in my wallet. I didn't cash out the ticket yet. I had like 60 more bucks in my wallet, and I was like, okay. So I gave him it was like $160, something like that, or 100. I forget how much exactly it was. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking it. Like, I could have beat this dude up, I'm pretty sure. But he probably had guys around that would shoot
He probably
me.
had the like sleeper cells that were
Exactly.
hanging
like,
around
like,
the
like watching us.
casino. Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, see you later. And I took off and went and cashed my shit out, and he took off the other way. I think the pit boss chased him out. And so did you tell him about that? What happened with the next night?
I did, but retell it from your perspective. Yeah.
So we decided, this is like the next night, we decided to go to like Fremont Street, and we go to the Golden Nugget.
Right.
And I see that same machine. I'm like, dude, I know how to play this thing now. So I go over there, sit down. Who comes walking up?
Same guy.
One-hand Asian man. And I'm like, what?
Unarmed.
Yeah.
Completely other side of Vegas.
Like, yeah, it was his one arm, literally like he got it, he messed with the Yakuza, and they chopped off his hand for stealing money from him. And so
Or pit boss.
yeah. So yeah, exactly. So he's helping like all these people around the table out. Like this dude next to me, I even told the dude, he asked me for if he wanted me to help. I said, dude, I'm not giving you more money. Get the fuck away from me. the dude next to me, I was like, dude, he'll make you some money, but he's gonna make you pay tax. He's like, I figured. But he's making the dude next to me money. Well, Ross, what can I say that?
Yeah.
One of the other guys that was there shows up, and he's like, I was like, dude, that's the guy. He's like, I'm gonna have him make me some money. So he ends up winning him like $900 too. Well, he didn't happen to have. I had extra money in my wallet, but he didn't have any extra money. So the guy, he's like, I don't have any money to give you. He's like, okay, well, I'll cash your ticket for you. Ross hands him the ticket.
What?
Yeah, hands him the ticket, and he goes over there. He types some like secret code into the, it's a ticket cashing machine, so you just put it in. It gives you, it gives you your money. Puts some like secret code where it goes to a blank screen. Maybe so we couldn't, track him on this or whatever. And takes half of Ross's money, and so gives him $450. Takes it. And Ross is like, okay, well, now I want to win some money for myself. I already gave you $450. The guy's like, okay, cool. They go, and Ross puts another $200 of his own money down. So now he's only up, $200.
Yeah.
Of his own money down, and the guy loses it in about 2 seconds. So if you don't hit right off the bat with this dude, then you're just going to lose it. Loses it within about 2 seconds. And Ross, instead of coming up $900, he came up like $150 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. And so we never messed with that dude after that.
Nah, dude, that's so sketchy as shit.
He kept saying, freaking, oh, I worked for MGM for 18 years. This dude wasn't that much older than us. He's like, I worked for MGM for 18 years, but I have we're like, why don't you play then? We started asking him questions. He's like, well, I have my dealer's license, and I'm not technically allowed to play. I'm like, so you're allowed to hang out here and teach out? Like, that doesn't check out.
Like, come over and like...
No one's going to come. If someone comes up to you and says, hey, do you have your dealer's license? You just be like, nope, don't have it.
Like freaking strong-arming people into paying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, this dude was tiny. He was like 5'5", 125 pounds. Tiny little dude. But...
That's when you go tell a pit boss, hey, this guy's trying to like scam money from us.
Yeah. Ross was all mad, and he was gonna go and say, he's like, he kept saying, should I go say something? I'm so mad. Should I go say something? I'm like, dude, just it's done and over with. No reason to like cause a scene now. We don't want to go outside and get beat up by 30 dudes. I was like, we're over it. Let's just.
Dude, fuck that.
Yeah.
That would have been bad. I'm kind of glad I didn't go.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
Everything there's a scam, bro. Everything. We got scammed in. I don't know if oh no, I hadn't seen you guys since then. We got scammed in the parking lot. Me and the guy I rode with did. So we walked up there, and it was a valet parking, and the dude's like, "Oh, we're only taking. Are you guys platinum members?" And we're like, "Look at us, of course not." And he's like, "Oh, well, we're only taking valets for platinum members. Unless give me $20, I'll go and park you near the front. I won't tell anybody you're not a platinum member." And we're like, okay, I gave him $20. We asked somebody else, hey, are you guys platinum members? Did they charge you $20? They're like, no. So we're like, okay.
Hey, I got the same thing pulled on me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Probably the same dude. So one more thing. I know we're trying to go. One more thing. So as we're leaving, I go up to the guy who, you got to pay. It was like $30 a night for a valet or whatever. And so, which was a legit thing. Everyone was paying that. And so I walked up to the guy. I was like, hey, I need the truck. I told Sean I'd pay for it. And so he goes, okay. He's like, well, give me your card. It's like $100 or whatever. Like, so I give him my card, and he's like, that's weird. And I typed my number in. I saw it go through. I saw it say accepted. I was like, that's weird. He's like, dude, my machine's messing up. I can't even get this card to go through. It's just blank, man. He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna make you sit here and wait for my card to go up or make you get cash. He's like, just go ahead and take it. I'm like, dude, thank you so much. That's cool. You saved me $100. So I gave him $20. I was like, here you go, dude. Like, thank you for being cool. About to get in the truck. As I'm getting in the truck, I look at my phone, my bank account, money went through. It charged me. And he knew that I was going to be like, oh, dude, thank you. You're cool. And give him I would have given him $5 anyways as a tip, but I gave him $20.
Yeah, that's just a way for them to get tips.
Yep.
Extra tips.
Yep.
Shit, dude. Fuck. That's why I say at the Golden Nugget, dude, because the parking is in a a parking structure that you park yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Nugget's a cool place to stay. I like that.
Anyway, the fuck. I like Vegas, but then I hate Vegas at the same time.
Me too. I started getting depressed there again. Seeing people in the streets that were all like, you tell just lost their last dollar, and they're like struggling to get home. You
I
know,
don't,
they're
I
all
don't fuck with any of that
strung
shit.
out on drugs. I'm like, dude.
Last time I went to Vegas was for my brother's bachelor party, and we saw people get shot, like all kinds of fucking whack shit. So that wasn't the last time, but that was one time. But it was just like, dude, no.
I saw a guy on Fremont Street where he was wearing sandals. He was homeless and he looked pretty rough, but his big toe was like a 90-degree angle, like pointing at his pinky. And I was like, dude, I think you stubbed your toe on something.
He's like, where am I?
Dude, that's where people go to, like, and then you have all the like the hobo highways and stuff. You guys know about that stuff, like the
Mm-mm.
underground stuff of Vegas.
Stuff, yeah.
Mm-mm.
There's like a king.
Dude, there's like
The Hobo King?
There is.
That's
So
pretty
check
cool.
this out. There's like a whole like underground city of Vegas where like they use the aqueducts to travel, and it's fucking wild, dude.
They basically live in the sewers. Down
They live in the
below
sewer.
Vegas.
There's a whole like
What?
society of people that live in the sewers under Vegas.
There's
You
like
guys-
a sewer king, and there's like a whole society.
You
They have
guys
their
see
own-
this?
serious?
What?
Yes.
You guys see this on a documentary or something?
No, I've
This
seen
is
it
true,
personally.
yeah.
What?
So there was
You've been down there?
There's a 4-month. No, I didn't go down.
He's like, I ran for king, but I didn't get
Yeah. I put in my yeah. Anyway, I lost on the votes. You know, the popular vote. Fucking
Yeah.
the hobo electoral
Well,
college.
he was
down.
running on the no meth ticket, and they didn't
Yeah.
like that very
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
So- No, I was working in Vegas for like 4 months at one point, and I was doing a bunch of like water substations and stuff, like inspecting them. Anyway, one of the substations was like right next to one of the canals, and like there's literally like just a nonstop of like, it's like a fucking highway of people just like pushing carts and walking, and it's just like they're like, yeah, like walking back and forth like it's the fucking Lincoln Tunnel, dude, in fucking New York.
How many are
Just-
we talking about? How many people are we talking
just
about?
nonstop? I don't know. It's
Like-
just nonstop.
Like the equivalent of walking through the strip of Vegas, like
I mean, not that equivalent, but
Probably
it's
like
like
hundreds, thousands.
hundreds.
It's like watching like the freeway, dude. Like where there's just people going like,
what?
both sides in and out, dude. And they're just like walking into like underneath Vegas, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
It's because a lot of those hotels don't let them. You know, it's bad for their image to let them.
And so
be
I
out there.
I asked some of the people, like the locals, and they're like, oh yeah, dude, that's like the hobo highway, dude. Like people fucking live under the city, dude.
That's
Yeah,
a
you
trip.
have to
There's a
do
whole
a
society.
You have to do a deep dive tonight on that.
There's like a
place.
whole society of like people that live under Vegas.
I don't know if I want to do a deep dive on that.
Dude, it's pretty wild.
Hmm.
But yeah, I've seen kind of it firsthand. Like I didn't go like I didn't. It was on the other side of the fence. You know what I mean? Like I'm not following these people in and seeing like what's going on down here.
Oh, absolutely not.
But let me see if I can find something. Vegas underground.
That's probably where this one-armed bandit guy. That's probably where he came from.
No, that dude's making bank, dude. And
Dude, imagine if you have no skin in it at all. If you just walked around
It's
all
literally
night,
the thing. Here you go.
telling
The
people-
the Las Vegas tunnels, the underground cities. Like I told you, dude.
what's this on Wikipedia or something?
Just Google, bro. Like fucking people here. I'll show
It's
you
like
some
a
pictures,
known
bro.
thing. Yeah, it's a known
Like
thing.
full on hobo highways, like people like beds, full on like. See, this is what it looks like. The aqueducts, like you can't even see them, but they're like people use them to travel.
What happens when it floods? The hobos just get washed away.
Like full on, like, dude, wild. Yeah, dude, it's like they build like crazy.
Man,
I don't know. Look, dude, like full on setups inside.
those look like
Mannequins.
yeah.
Closer look.
They look like ghouls.
It's like yeah, like they're not seeing sunlight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're living underground.
You know what's jacked about this is this dude has a girlfriend and I don't. Look at him. She's relatively attractive. It looks like a ghoul, but without meth, she'd probably be pretty attractive.
Yeah, they're definitely drug addicts. You know, there's no way you could not live that, type of life and not do some kind of drug.
Wonder if they get, $5 from panhandling or whatever, and then they go up and immediately put it in a slot machine. Like, nope, today's not the day.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because I don't know if you've because you'll get like the hobos that sit up there, up on the top. Like they'll hit like the bridges and shit that connect the casinos and shit, and they'll sit there. They have to like leave because it's too hot, dude. Like there's no way. So where do they go during the day? They have to go back down.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're not usually out there during the day. They're like usually when the sun's starting to go down, then they start fucking coming up.
Like vampires.
Yeah.
Gross.
Crazy, dude.
I bet it reeks down there.
You could fucking deep dive on that, dude.
Yeah, I might do that.
The Vegas underground city.
Pretty depressing, though.
The next time you're in Vegas, yeah.
But too, like most of these people are people that probably like went to Vegas, had a gambling problem, lost all their fucking money, life savings.
Yep.
And this is where they live now.
Got hooked up on some drugs and
had no way of getting back home.
Yeah.
Got pulled into this life. Now they can't get out of it.
there's somebody from like bumfuck Iowa who's never been in a real big city like that and doesn't know, like, you'll get free drugs to get hooked on them, and then it's
so our next Vegas trip. We're gonna explore the underground cities of. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Wonder how much it is to
we'll take our
Airbnb
podcast
down
equipment
Dude,
down there.
It'd be the most wild things if you went down there and they had slot machines down there.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they're so fucking money hungry that they still had slot machines and casinos in the underground city.
It's just some hobo like in a cardboard box spinning him with his hands. He's making sounds. He's going. Yeah.
It's so they don't have to leave the tunnel. They don't
Yeah.
even have to leave the tunnel. They got everything they need down there.
Got everything they need.
It probably reeks.
Fucking
Dude's just
black-
taking dumps down there.
Dude, there's got to be just
puking.
shit down there. Yeah. Needles.
Gross.
You know how dirty the mattresses probably are that are down there?
Probably. That dude's.
You're not showering. Like, you don't have, like, what are you doing? Using the sewage water to fucking shower? What are you doing?
Have someone pee on. Dude, I gotta take a shot. I gotta wash my hair. You gotta take a pee.
Piss on me, please.
I'd never heard about that until just now. Learn something new every day.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll save the other topics for another episode.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate it. Anytime, dude. Anytime.
Brice, yeah, it's
a
always good to
time.
have you back on. You always have a good perspective on things.
Always have, well,
We'll plan a little outdoors trip, hunting trip, or
Yeah.
something. Need to do something.
yeah,
We all need to hang out more,
absolutely, man.
not just on the podcast.
Yeah, I'll say that too.
Yeah, I have nothing holding me back. You guys have responsibilities.
Yeah, and for all of the single ladies that are listening, Brice is he's an eligible bachelor.
Yeah.
And he's got throw up free balls, so no throw up on the
I
balls.
wash them so good. You have no idea how good I wash them.
Yeah, they don't even smell anymore. I mean, it's 8 years ago, so
Yeah,
come on,
there's
ladies.
pretty much none left on there.
Yeah, I mean, the dead skin is like cleared all that away.
No, I exfoliate.
Yeah, he exfoliates his balls.
I like it.
In the Las Vegas sewer water.
The one-armed man helped him fucking
Yeah.
exfoliate his balls.
That's how he lost his hand.
Yeah. This was probably listening to this right now.
Yeah. He's like,
$200,
oh, yeah.
please.
Yeah.
He wants a half of what we make on the podcast, so
Yeah.
nothing. Cool. Anyway, yeah. If you got any crazy stories out there, any Vegas stories, or I don't know,
Or shit in your pants
or
stories.
shit in your pants
Or
stories,
puke in your pants too.
Yeah, puke in your pants.
in your
Yeah.
pants, hit us up on all the socials. Send it to him. Maybe we'll talk about it on air. Thanks, Brice, for coming on.
Thanks,
It's
guys.
fun as always.
Definitely.
And everybody have a good rest of your day.
Yes, sir.